It's Sonic Temple live from the Rabid Customs Artist Lounge, powered by #1 Ricart with 99.7 The Blitz.
All right, it's Ronni Hunter Baker with our one and only from Beartooth, Mr. Caleb Shomo. Booyah!
That is me.
Yeah.
That is me.
We are, I'm doing this every time because I have to point at it because I can't see anymore.
Right.
From the Rabid Customs Artist Lounge, powered by Ricart. So
Yes, we are.
We got to say that because our dudes and people over there helped
We
us
should have
out.
just let
Yeah.
Caleb do it. He could have
Yeah.
rocked it.
Live from the Rabid Customs Artist Lounge, powered by Ricart. This is Caleb Shomo from Beartooth.
Goodness.
You definitely need to come and do
Knocked
radio.
it
No
out of
big
the
deal,
park.
but anytime you need some help in the studio, just
You
give me a
can
call. All
totally
right.
do awesome
He
voice
went
work.
announcer
Keep me
voice on
it.
us
Totally
there.
love
I got a
that.
few in the bag. I got a few voices in the bag. Yeah.
So I gotta mention this because we just saw in the back. So we just saw each other last night.
Yeah.
We just hung out last night. We had a little, we hooked up. Not like that, but there was a. Sorry.
I saw pictures.
Wait, what? What the hell? Was there a drug that I didn't know I took?
They're always out there.
Hey, you
So-
gotta be careful.
So Gary Spivak, one of the guys from Danny Wimmer Presents,
Mm-hmm.
created a show called what's
Long
it called?
Live Rock,
Long
right?
Live Rock, Celebrate the Chaos. So the premiere was last night, and our esteemed guest here, Caleb, was on the panel and was in it, and the music was featured in it, Beartooth
Yeah, yeah.
music, which was really cool.
Yeah, Rock is Dead. I think originally it was going to be called Rock is Dead. And
Yeah.
then they ended up changing the name. But yeah, we kind of got like the theme song for the movie, which was really, really cool.
That was powerful, and
Yeah.
it was so perfect.
It was amazing. I mean, just to see that and to watch that movie and just see so many people that come to these festivals and how much they love it and how much it means to them,
Yeah.
it got me so much more jacked up to play.
Yes.
So much more jacked up to play. And I mean, also got to, hang out and do the panel thing and see so many cool people. I mean, it was a great way to get into the mood for this show.
You were like button elbows with Zach Wilde.
Yeah,
and
that
all
was insane. Also, I'm just hanging out with Zach Wilde. I'm like, Jesus, he's telling stories about Ozzy, and I was like, I am so in over my head, but it was awesome.
You were hilarious because after the movie, the movie is basically about how rock is dead, but it's not really. If you are coming to these festivals, you see that, and it's a lot of living proof and a lot of interviews with artists, some locals like the Rangers and stuff like that. And Caleb, after it was all over, he says to the crowd in the theater, he goes, I'm gonna have to step up my game
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I was just like,
Shit.
Jesus, I gotta bring it tomorrow. Yeah, but I mean, it's Sonic Temple. It's sold out. It's the first day. We got a perfect set time. We're in the stadium. Like, everybody's here. Family's here. This is it. Like, this is the Beartooth Show we've been waiting to put on for 6 years. You
This
know what
is
I mean?
home.
And we're gonna bring it.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
are.
try and tear that place down.
Yeah, you
Straight
are.
up.
Ronnie, you talk about Zach Wilde, but I saw him sneak in there and grab that hug from Lizzie just a minute ago. So that's
Yeah.
more important to me. So.
Hey, man. Dude, Hailstorm's sick. We've run into each other many times. We worked with the same producer on our records. And, they're insane. I mean, Lizzie is literally the most real rock star that lives today. You know what I mean? Straight
so
up.
kind still. You
Oh,
know?
yeah.
amazingly
Literal
kind.
sweetheart. Like,
Oh.
sweetest person alive.
You
It's
talk
amazing.
about this being the show, that you've waited 6 years
Mm-hmm.
to do. And growing up, for me, around this area, listening to the Blitz, it's like a dream come true that I get to work there now and have worked
Right.
there for so long and
For
be
sure.
able to do this. I mean, I listened to Pearl Jam and Stone Temple Pilots and Metallica
Yeah,
growing
dude,
up in the
same for me.
90s.
You kidding? If
It-
anybody told me my band would be on the Blitz when I was a kid, I would have lost it. Like, it's
That's pretty
incredible.
cool.
Not only that, though, but being able to play a show of this magnitude with this history in your hometown, I mean, that's just got to be the most amazing feeling ever.
It's it. It's just like pure joy. I mean, I'm not even nervous. Like, usually I'm going to be nervous before a show like this, but I'm just like, you know what? This is like our family. It's like our Columbus crowd is all going to be here. The Blitz is here. Our families, like actual families, are here. Managers here. Everybody. And I don't know. It's going to be like an emotional show. It's going to be cool.
Let's talk a little bit about the new song and the kind of play on words.
You never know?
Never know, yeah.
Right.
The newest one.
Yeah,
which I
so
love.
I love that song. It's so fun
solid.
live. We do some fun stuff with it live. It's going to be a really cool one today. But that song, that was one of my favorite ones to write. me and this guy named Drew Folk, who lives in California. I was out there. I was trying to like do some writing sessions because I just had writer's block. I couldn't do anything. And I met this dude. We went and got coffee for like 3 hours and just talked about life and what we're going through. And we went back and wrote "You Never Know" in 45 minutes. I think it was technically like 42 minutes that we wrote the song.
We're gonna time
And
that shit.
it literally, yeah, it was amazing. And then, yeah, after just, little touches here and there, it was done. But the song really is about how it's so hard to understand what other people are going through. Like, specifically, I know it's Mental Health Awareness Month or something like that. And that's really what that song is about, is like he, from his perspective, it was about he dated somebody once that had a lot of panic attacks. And he just had no idea what that felt like. And he then had one himself years later. And he was like, oh, my God, like, I really didn't know until it happened to me. And to me, it was about, like dealing with depression and anxiety and like being suicidal. And you tell people these things and it's such a taboo and it's like, it seems like weakness, but you just have no idea what that's like until you've been there.
Experienced it.
Yeah. And so that's, you never know until you know. That was kind of where that came from.
You guys just released a couple of songs digitally only.
We did.
Messed Up and
Takeover.
Takeover. Where did these come from? What's going to happen with these songs?
They were literal like just B-sides from the record. We decided in maybe like the last week that they weren't actually going to be on the album, but we cut them in the real studio, did the whole bit, and we just said screw it, like let's do something cool for Record Store Day instead of we could always re-release some special edition something or whatever, but like let's give people more stuff. And for me, it was just kind of giving people a look into the Beartooth songs that don't make it. It's like, you know what I mean? There's so much work that goes into it, and there are so many songs that don't get to be heard. And it was cool to show like a little bit more of the bizarre side or the just experimental side of Beartooth that doesn't make the album, but like we still want people to hear it.
You've kind of got a digital background, so how does that help as you create the Beartooth songs and sound and stuff as you progress?
Right. I mean, it's definitely helpful. When I grew up learning how to even record, I just had like a laptop and I started kind of figuring it out, and then from there it developed into being able to go to Blackbird Studios and make like a real analog record. But nowadays, just to have like the culmination of how much the digital world is influencing music, and even down to like streaming platforms and YouTube and everything like that, a lot of people bash it. A lot of people are like, people aren't buying records anymore, this and that. I don't care. I'm like, people are hearing music. For us, we put out Disease, and worldwide we had over 7 million streams in the first week.
That is crazy.
That's crazy. Like 1 million people a day listened to that whole record.
In 1 week.
You know what I mean? So like, I can't complain. I'm not going to ever complain about that. That is nuts. But yeah, I'm fine with it.
So I know you've got a major show coming up here in about an hour.
4:25,
Yeah, about an hour.
ladies and gentlemen, on the Monster Main Stage.
But I got to ask you, I got to go here first because it's one of my true loves. I know I've seen you guys in concert before, and you've come out in the jerseys. I know the Fifth Liners love you. I'm a huge Blue Jackets fan. It's my heart. And I know Ronni was there watching every game.
Oh,
Were you guys able to get into it? And
what a run. Oh, yeah. I mean, we're out on the road, and it's always right before showtime, so we're watching on like our phones and things like that. But I literally thought we had this. I was like,
me too.
When we made the sweep of literally the best team in NHL history, regular season or whatever, I was just like, this is it.
Because this is number 2. We took out number 1.
Yeah,
we're going.
And but no, we had a great run. We had a great run. Everybody looked great out there, and I mean, it's playoffs. Like things happen, whatever.
Caleb, can you reach out and make Bob stay?
Oh my God, I know, right?
Or Brad. We'll take either or,
Dude,
if you could do both.
If I could get Brad and Bob to stay around, that would, I would do anything in my power.
By the way, did you see pictures of his apartment downtown, Bob's apartment?
His condo?
Yes, his condo. It looks nothing like a hockey player would live in. Like
really?
It is. Oh my God! It's like a lot of this velvety kind of crap and tables, like long 12-person tables with like place settings. Now look, they could have like posed it for sale, but I don't know,
dude. Maybe he's just got some chill taste, you know.
When I saw that, I pictured him pushing tables to the side and just like whacking pucks across the room, knocking shit off the walls.
Yeah.
I think if you can spend $3 million on a condo, you can get someone to decorate it for you. So it probably wasn't him.
Fantastic.
I think the best part is it went on the market for $295, and the next day it was up to $325.
Oh,
so I think he's going to get his money out.
Yeah,
of it.
he'll be okay.
my
You know,
God.
I'm not too worried.
Maybe that
about
could be
him.
Beartooth's new studio.
Hey. Yeah. Hey, Bob. Yeah.
Just give us.
Let me know. Let me know, bud.
So, go ahead.
I was going to say we'd rather have you resign, but just in case, we'll take it for you.
Yeah, I guess if we have to, we'll take it out of your hands. But.
So, how is the tour with Mice and Men? You just came off that one.
Yeah, we just played our last show 2 nights ago, and it was incredible. I mean, it was honestly scary at first because of Mice and Men wasn't on the first half of the tour.
Right.
Aaron had to get like emergency surgery,
Heard
and
about that.
yeah, he had all this stuff go down, and I mean, we weren't even concerned about, you know, like what are we gonna do when Mice and Men's on the shows. We were just like, hopefully Aaron's okay. I mean, I've known this guy for like almost 10 years now, and but he's great, and you know, and they came back strong as ever, and it was awesome. And Hands Like Houses was on it, who just played a couple hours ago, and I went and watched a little bit of them. And this band Dead American opened the tour, who's actually Cove, who was the lead singer of Seosin for a really long time.
That's right.
It was his new band's first tour ever, and we like kind of had the honor of bringing them out.
That's awesome.
And the tour was great. The shows were nuts. We played a lot of like B and C markets. So we played Fargo, North Dakota. Never been to Fargo.
You stay away from the wood chippers.
We did. We stayed away from the wood chippers. But
Shit.
dude, literally sold out pre-sale.
Wow, that's
Unbelievable show. Tons of people. I was like, how is this possible? And there were so many shows like that. Towns that we've just never been to that had killer shows and that we're absolutely going to be coming back to from now on. So tour was definitely a success.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's great.
Okay, so I do this thing. Pick a number between 1 and 35. And it's a question you'll get based on whatever number you choose.
1 in 35. What
One
happened to
in
like 1 in
35?
5?
I have 35 questions on here, and any one could be about any fucking thing. So
26. 26.
26. Okay. So 26 on my list, Caleb, is 3 favorite movies of all time.
Back to the Future 1, Back to the Future 2, Back to the Future 3, done.
Yeah.
Not even a question.
He was ready for that, too.
I love that. Oh
Easy.
my God.
Easy.
What was the
That
line?
maybe Spinal Tap's in there somewhere, but
Yes, all drama imploded. Oh my God.
yeah. What did he spontaneously
He
combust?
spontaneously combusted.
But it happens, you know. It just happens. There was a little speck of green goo on his throne, and he was
Oh my
gone.
God. So, all right, I will ask you one last question. Is there a song that you've heard that isn't yours, that you heard, whether it's just throughout your whole life, that now you go, God, I wish I had written that song?
Oh my God.
There's a lot of good ones, I'm sure, but is there one that really pops in your head?
I was
where
like,
you're
I wish that was my song.
Yeah.
A Whole Lot of Rosie, AC/DC. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite AC/DC song. That or Let There Be Rock. It's tough. That whole record
a
is
good
just like a
one.
banger. But they're my favorite band. I mean, they like just changed my whole life. The first album I ever bought with my own money was Back in Black. And like, yeah, if I could have written Whole Lot of Rosie, I've honestly, and like this is somewhat common knowledge. If you like dive deep, you can find me talking about it. But I've been working on a cover of Whole Lot of Rosie by AC/DC for like 3 years now. But I haven't put it out because I'm like, it's not going to do justice. It's not right. Like
Just make it yours.
I
It'll
am.
Be great.
Don't get me wrong, I am. But like, someday that will surface,
Yeah, okay.
and I'm just saying that like exists. That is in the world of my hard drive. But someday there will be an AC/DC cover.
I
We
can't
played
wait.
one live actually on our tour.
I've seen
We
you
did
do-
it just
yeah.
like as a total joke. So Connor, we're like sound checking one day, and I started playing that riff on the guitar, and Connor started playing drums and just started singing it, like messing around, and everybody was laughing, and it was actually really good. And so we're playing the show, and I just turn around to him. I don't say a word, and I just start playing the riff and looking at him, and I'm like, do it. Like, fucking do it. Fucking do it, Connor. And then he just did it, and we didn't stop. And that was like a part of our set for, we do like the first verse and chorus. And it was just like hilarious. But AC/DC is high voltage rock and roll,
Yes,
best band in the world.
You mentioned that last night on the panel. You brought up AC/DC.
It's hard for me to talk about
that.
music and not bring them up.
Yeah.
I can't
For
wait
sure.
till we're playing that cover on the Blitz. That'll
It's
be
going to
awesome.
happen.
That'll be awesome.
It'll happen.
You
You'll be the
have our
first
email
person to get a
address.
hold
Okay.
of it. All right.
All right, fantastic. Well, don't forget, Disease is out there. If you haven't picked it up yet, please do it.
Check it out.
Please, the album is so freaking amazing. Disgusting is amazing. Please pick up Beartooth Records, listen to them, go digital, whatever the fuck you gotta do.
Yeah, whatever you gotta do.
Get our
We're
hometown
easy.
team in your ears, okay? Bob, please come back. Don't leave us.
Bob!
We need you.
Bread.
Panarin, don't fucking go anywhere either, dude.
Come on, bread.
And get down here in an hour and 5 minutes.
Right.
Yes.
And yeah, if you're not
An
here,
hour and 5
you got an
minutes.
hour and 5 minutes.
425 Monster Main Stage, Caleb and Beartooth. We love this guy and we love you so
you.
much. Thank you so much
Thank
for being
you.
here. Oh
Thank
my
you.
God. All right.
All right. I do have to go get ready.
Yes. See ya.